everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to continue watching House of the Dragon. We are in season 2 and in episode 6 and I cannot wait to see what this episode has to offer. If you're new here, hello, welcome in. My name is Cora. It is so lovely to have you here. I'm also a Twitch streamer and I create gaming content here on YouTube. If you want to check the gaming content out, you can click the link up here. And if you want to come and hang out live or check out any of my other social media, the link to that is down below in the description box. If you're not new, welcome back. The last episode was a slightly slower episode, I suppose more of a filler episode in a sense. That, not to say that there wasn't a lot of things happening, but it was more kind of filled with sadness from what happened in the previous episode and all the changes that is bound to need to happen due to that episode. We've got Aemond, who is now sort of taken over the throne. Still not 100% what's happening with Aegon, but he was brought back to King's Landing. He's in extremely bad shape, and even if he were to survive, I am not sure that he's gonna recover. And his brother took this opportunity to take the throne for himself. Now, I do think that Aemond is probably in one sense more suited as a ruler. He is logical thinking, he's strategic, but he's also absolutely terrifying, which makes him probably the scariest king out of all of them. Aegon wasn't exactly a good king, and there's a lot of things that Aegon did that obviously is hard to forgive, but as a whole, I believe that Aemond is way scarier. Aemond is now closed off King's Landing, so no one can leave, no one can enter. Everything in King's Landing is getting bad. The poverty is getting worse, food is spoiled, no one has enough of anything, people are getting sick. They were parading Melee's head through the city, which it seemed like most people were extremely surprised by and also took as a bad omen rather than a victory. Alicent is trying to figure out during the last episode what happened, and you can really see her starting to properly panic. Not only is she scared that she's about to lose her son, even though Alicent isn't exactly the mother of the year or anything, you can see that she's suffering from seeing her child that hurt. And you can also see her being terrified of what's about to happen, because even though no one has actually said it, Alicent is clearly suspecting that Aemond had something to do with whatever it is that happened to Aegon. You actually get to see her sit quite close to Aegon, and it's sad because I think that there's one moment where she leaves and Aegon says like mommy or something, and it's heartbreaking to see her leave, but hopefully that means that he realized that she was there. I'm kind of hoping, because even though she hasn't been the best mother, she was actually quite a lot by his side during the last episode. Whilst in between trying to figure out what the heck happened, she's asking Cole and she's asking around, and she's not really getting any clear answers as to what went down, but she did see that Aemond had the knife, and the way that he acted when he went to see his brother, I think, knowing her son, I think is pretty clear. During one of the small council meetings, Alicent offers to take on the role as acting ruler whilst they see what's gonna happen to Aegon. She says, I've got experience, I've done this before when Viserys was sick, and, you know, I think I should do it again. Although the small council, all of them, every single person that has been on her side previously has now turned, and they left her all hanging, saying that, well, Aemond is the next in line for the throne, so it should be him. And there we go, it's Aemond. You can see during that thing when the shift happens, Aemond goes into the role as ruler so quickly. He starts planning, he wants updates, all of it, and you can just see Alicent zoning out in just absolute fear of what's gonna happen to their family and the kingdom. And I think she really realizes that this is happening, this is real, and this is really bad. Team Rhaenyra, they are trying to sort of plan on what to do now. They've obviously lost Rhaenys and Meleys, which is tragic. It's a loss that's hitting a lot of them very hard still. No one's really listening to anyone. No one is respecting Rhaenyra because she's a woman, mainly, and they're truly trying to figure out what to do next. They're starting to panic a little bit. They lost the battle, they lost one of the biggest dragons, and Aemond now sits the throne, which is not good news. They haven't heard anything from Daemon either, And in the end of the part of like that thing, Rhaenyra sends one of the people who's he just keeps going against her and like speaking against her. So she actually sends him because she doesn't question his loyalty per se to her, because she knows that he was loyal to her father, but the way that he's been treating her, she's not very happy about. So she decides to send him instead of like a raven to check in on Daemon. Jace is also super annoyed at not being able to do anything. I suppose everyone gets action but him, and as a, you know, growing boy and also the heir to the throne, he gets restless and he feels like he isn't doing anything. So he comes up with the idea to actually speak to the Freys so that the Starks and North can more easily cross over to the south using that bridge. I have to say I'm pretty impressed with how he negotiated with them, and even though they do want Harrenhal and whatnot, I feel like they came to a pretty good agreement. Only thing is that he didn't actually ask for leave or any sort of right to negotiate on these things. So I'm a little bit scared that what he promised them, they will not be able to deliver on. We also have one of Daemon's daughters over in the Eyrie, and it doesn't seem like the start of their visit there is going great in terms of the alliance. The aunt, I think it is very suspicious of them, and she's not happy that she got two not fully grown dragons and whatnot, and they're trying their best to like, you know, use the situation, but it's you can already feel that they haven't started off in the best way. So I have no idea what's gonna happen with that. Then we have Daemon, who is slowly but surely most likely losing his mind. I'm not sure if it's connected to him, but it could be. Although I think it's mainly connected to Harrenhal, because Harrenhal is known to be, I guess, a cursed place due to things that they did in the past, cutting down an old the old god's tree. I forgot what it's called, but those trees. And I think it's really getting to him. He's seeing more and more things. He's truly starting to lose it, and he's not managing very well in general, because he has Harrenhal, yes, and he had one of the families in the Riverlands on his side, but then he asked them to do his dirty work because the crown can't be seen doing it, and that family took that opportunity to do something against the rival family, only that they did it in the name of the crown and took that opportunity, which basically pissed off the entire Riverlands, and also has painted Rhaenyra as an even worse person than she is. She's already painted as someone who is cruel and a child murderer, and now, well, now she's also painted from this perspective due to Daemon's fudge up, and he wasn't even really doing it for her at that point. I think he was doing it more for himself, because I think it's in this last episode that he said that, like, oh, you know, she can come and rule with me if she wants, but like, this is for me, which is not great news. Another huge thing that happens though in the last episode is at the end of it, where Rhaenyra and Jace are talking, and they're obviously both getting kind of frustrated at not being able to do enough. They both want to do more, and they both want to do the right thing, especially I think Rhaenyra. She's frustrated because she was handed a throne where her dad ruled in peace, and now there's a fully bloody war and so many lives have already been lost, and she's just, how am I supposed to sort this out? But they together, and sort of, I suppose Jace is actually a big part of it, they realized that they have more dragons than they kind of thought of, because sure, Daemon, unclear from their perspective, and his dragon is probably one of the bigger ones currently in that team. Then we have the baby dragons off to safety together with the eggs and the children and whatnot, but they are on Dragonstone, and there are unclaimed dragons there, and they tried to get them to have riders earlier, but that has been a bit of an issue because dragons, they don't accept anyone. Like, it's a process accepting a rider, and they're very picky, and then they come to realize that, well, this is what old Valyria says about it, but if someone just has a little bit of our blood, would that be enough? And then they start thinking about, but wait, we had like family members who were married off into other houses, and they had children that are still alive. What if they could claim the dragons, making them dragon riders on their side? Because they do have a few quite big dragons down there with no riders, and that's something that I am really excited to see in this episode what's gonna become of that. And there's a lot of things that happen. It's kind of a hard to wrap up episode, but there's so many small details that happened last episode that I cannot wait to see in this one. I want to see what Alicent is going to do. I'm terrified of Aemond. I'm curious to see what's going to become of Aegon. We also have the family that's stuck in King's Landing with the Smith, if they're going to be able to survive. The Dragon Riders, like that. There's so much that was like both kind of tied together and then new things opened up in the last episode that I cannot wait to see. I'm excited for the next one, and without further ado, let's get into episode 6. Oh yeah, the Lannisters as well, because one of the Lannisters are on the small council, so they're probably going to make use of them as well, and they've got money and armies.
500 fighting men, armed and full of spirit.
I bring 1,000 knights of my own. Time we are finished with the Riverland scum, the Red Fork will have earned its name.
We are ready to march at your
But
command,
did he just
my lord?
insult them after they are giving him his armies?
Tell my brother we are ready to march as soon as Prince Aemond is able to join us
Oh,
on Vega.
he's not gonna go without them?
My men have had a long march. They are most eager to embrace the hospitality of your keep.
He's like, this is not what I expected. We are all battle ready and ready to leave. We are not suited to, oh gosh, there's lions. Actual lions. We are not ready to host. He's angry.
To summon me with haste. Are the Lannisters so diminished that they cannot march from the Tooth to Harrenhal without an escort?
He's
It's large,
embarrassed.
My brother's army is strong, but it does seem to
I am the
surprise me
Prince
that-
Regent, not a dog to be called to heel. And if he does not deliver his host to Harrenhal with haste, Daemon's dragon will become the least of his worries.
Okay. Yeah.
But it does seem
I have a task for you as well, Sir Dylan.
He is completely ignoring her. I can see they're being hesitant with the dragon, you know?
I've had enough of this cursed blockade.
Cannot mean to treat with the free city captains of their ships. Dangerous mercenary.
Triarchy will delight in a chance to terrorize the sea snake again.
They all look baffled.
the Triarchy may play at accepting terms, but they are not to be trusted. Your father knew this.
Yeah.
What has come of our letters to the Greyjoys?
Though we may draw him in with honey, an offer of marriage, perhaps, to the Dowager Queen.
She's like, excuse me?
Dowager Queen speaks wisely, Your Grace.
Oh, he's actually gonna...
It's time you set out for Harrenhal, I think.
Your Grace, if Daemon prevails in the Riverlands, I no longer have the numbers to challenge him.
Are they all starting to get a little bit more scared of him now?
Lannister will march from the west. Take what strength we have and force Daemon and his Riverlords to fight on two fronts.
His Grace speaks wisely.
Good
There
time.
is no time. It's a fortnight's march to Harrenhal.
Do yourself.
Fly out to meet you when the time is right.
Or leave you. I can see why you wouldn't want the regent to go, but he has Vhagar, and Daemon has his own dragon, so someone with a dragon probably kinda needs to go at this point. Oh my god, look at Alicent.
Mother?
Oh no, what is he gonna say to her?
I caution you, boldness is one thing, but overconfidence...
Remind me of your place on the small council.
Is he gonna kick her out?
You know very well I represented your father during the last years of his life, and I have been a counsellor to Aegon.
Father's dead, Aegon is.
Almost dead.
You served the realm well.
Dismiss her.
Time of need. That need is ended. You are no longer obliged.
It's not a matter of obligation. This counsellor's need of a tempering
You
voice.
have more than enough.
You have the
Yeah,
impetuousness
of course, that's what
youth, and its arrogance, neither of which is to be desired
I
in a
release
king.
you of your seat.
Yeah, I know it. Oh, she's the only one who's like actually saying anything in reason in this court currently. She's the only one that's calm and who wants to do the right thing, sort of, at least now. Not always, maybe, but...
The indignities of your childhood not yet sufficiently been avenged.
I think her heart breaks a little from seeing him like this, right? I mean, she's scared of him, yes, but she's still his mother and she knows that he had a difficult childhood. I don't know. I think it's a little heartbreaking seeing your children grow into something like this. I'm not too surprised that he did this though, because she speaks against him quite a lot, and I think at this point they really need to listen to Alicent if they want to avoid war. The thing is that a lot of the people on the council do not want to avoid war, and Aemond is definitely one of them. So having her on the council is actually bad for his agenda, but I also think it's exactly what they need. Oh, he really put it on. That makes me happy. They need someone like that. I love this table. It's so freaking cool. She saw he accepted it as a relief for her to know that there's another strong person standing next to her.
Bring him forth.
Huh?
Sir Stephen Darklin, Your Grace.
Is aught amiss, Your Grace?
I have lost Princess Rhaenys and her dragon. I hold an island seat with no land army. I must not go to battle myself. Slain or captured, and with me are hopes of victory.
Yeah.
There is still Daemon and Caraxes.
Wait, does he family to them somehow? Or does he someone of his family?
I must now proceed as if I stand alone. And I see now that to do that, I need more dragon riders.
There is Princess Rhaena.
Yeah,
She has attempted it, alas, but the dragons here would not take her as a rider.
I feel so bad for her. It is him! He's got Targaryen blood then?
I had always heard, as you know, that the Darklins and the Targaryens had some common blood.
This is not what he expected.
Your grandmother's grandmother, Arianna, was born a Targaryen princess.
I hate how the men are just like, oh,
To even consider such a thing.
it's smart, come on.
Risk involved in such a venture.
I mean, okay, to be fair, the dragons could eat him, but, like, you wanted to take risks. Isn't this a good risk?
You understand your peril. I do not compel you to do this.
Yeah, I guess it's a huge risk.
To claim a dragon, you must also be prepared to die.
I well understand the risk, and I accept it with gladness. I swore to ward my queen with all my strength and to give my blood for hers.
He seems like he's genuine, at least. I hope he can make it. First off, they need Dragons Riders, but also, I kind of like him. He seems like a decent guy. I don't want him to be barbecued by a dragon. I love how the men are just like, oh, but I don't know if that's more like, we don't want to lose him because we are a small council and we don't have many people on our side, so we don't want to lose him, or if it's like jealousy, or maybe them just thinking that her idea is stupid. It's kind of hard to tell, but... God. Oh, he gets to... Oh, Daemon.
Did you say it? You can't possibly still be angry about this.
You should have been at my side. Instead, you chose to celebrate your own rise.
I'm just waiting how this is gonna be distorted somehow.
I have only ever defended you. I decided to name a new heir.
Kinda hard seeing Daemon like this. I can't help but feel bad for him. Look how broken he looks. This must be one of the things that he regrets. Is that why he's seeing it? Regretting what he did, regretting that conversations or something? Oh, there we go. Yep, okay.
May I be of assistance, Your Grace?
Did he crawl? Oh god, I thought it was gonna be in his chambers at least.
If you're getting enough sleep, this old place is...
Are you mocking? A friend by day and a foe by night, perhaps?
I feel like he is not someone who could be that much of a snake. Coward, sure, but...
You are an agent of the High Tower rabble.
Oh god, careful, please don't hurt. You don't have many allies.
Or is it Rhaenyra herself? I shot you.
Oh, when someone starts laughing. Ugh. If I were them, I would be terrified at this point. Absolutely terrified. Oh, is he actually leaving? Because I really think that you should. This is not a place you want to stay in. I love those old trees. They're so stunning. I knew she was gonna be here.
You aren't going to bid me farewell?
There's something wrong with me.
Ghost of Harren the Black moaning his curses from Kingspire Tower?
Drivel! All of it!
It is your way, is it not? When something does not please you, you run.
True. In this case, I support him running though.
She never even wanted it. The crown. She spared it no thought.
Well, that's perhaps why your brother gave the crown to her. Perhaps those who strive for it are the least suited to wear it.
I think that's usually true though, isn't it? People who want power usually aren't the ones who should have it.
Viserys never wanted it himself, if you recall.
True.
It came to him, and he did his best. It's not a prize to be won, but a burden to bear.
I don't think I'd ever want it, honestly.
Daemon Targaryen asking for help?
council.
I guess that's kind of new.
House Tully is not the largest house in the Riverlands, nor is it the richest, but it is the most stable. Kept their river houses in line for centuries. They would kill each other to the last man if it were not for their liege lord.
That's good counsel.
Without him, they will never raise their banners as one.
Rivermen are made of mud. They would rather die stuck in it than yield 1 inch to one another.
Then I can do nothing.
You can convince them though.
I need help, Alice.
Do nothing now. In 3 days' time, the winds will shift.
Wait, so he's gonna stay here in 3 days? And something will happen, but he doesn't know what. I don't know if I would be willing to take that risk. I don't, like, I like her as a character, but I don't know if I would, like, trust her, per se. What? Oh, I'm so nervous for him. I feel like it's not gonna be as easy as I want it to be, is it? How many are they gonna need to try to find riders is what I'm wondering. I don't know, would you all take the opportunity if it was given? If there was a small chance you could be a dragon rider in a scenario like this, would you take it? I know that for him it's probably an honor and a good opportunity, as well as the fact that he wants to serve his queen, but like, I think he genuinely could have said no. I think he could have said no and she would have been okay with it. Oh, you don't know, I don't want to watch. Oh no, don't draw your sword. That's not gonna be a good way to greet a dragon now, is it? You wouldn't be able to kill it anyway. And you shouldn't kill it if you could. Oh, look at it, come on. I know it's terrifying, but if you wanna... Oh, this is sea smoke. Yeah, no, it should be.
Do not show fear.
It's not easy to not be terrified that you might be eaten and burnt alive. Is it actually gonna work? Or are they just giving me hope? He definitely showing fear though. Not that I blame him, but... It's quite low with its head though, so that's... Does that mean he can... My heart is pounding. This is terrifying. How do you do this with honor, no fear, and also calmness and respect when it's actually like, you know, you might be walking to your death? It'd be such a win if you did this.
I've done it.
Oh no, did he speak too early? He spoke too early. Oh, he almost had it. No, I really thought he might have it. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Oh, no. Fudge. Oh my god, watching that. And knowing that they have dragons sent to war after seeing this, like, the devastation, this is like on a small scale. Oh no. I had a feeling this was gonna happen, but you know, there was still a small part of me that was hoping. It doesn't mean the theory is wrong though, it just means that they might not be suited to it, you know? I don't know, maybe it felt like that last thing when he was just like, I've done it, that was it.
I wish you to sail with me as my first mate.
Oh.
I'm grateful for the offer, my lord. But
we will set course for Sharp Point. I was younger than you when I took my first command.
I was thinking he was gonna ask them to be dragon riders. That makes sense, right? Could work.
You are a fine choice for this post.
Is this an order or a request?
I will expect you to report for your duties on the morrow.
As my lordship commands.
Yeah, they have such a strained relationship. But I can also understand that, like, I guess he's technically his son, but he's been cast away, and now suddenly, I guess partially because he saved him, and because it's his son, I can imagine that must be difficult. Oh wait, he's the one that said that he was family, right? Yeah, oh, I don't know if you want him though.
I'll tell you that.
Knowing they're banqueting every night at the castle while we go without.
That can't be true.
Feasting and merriment for the new Prince Regent.
And him always acting so correct.
Brats of lamb, my love. Mince pies.
Wait, is she trying to stir something?
There is to be another revel on the morrow with dancing.
That ain't right.
Apologies, my good man. Rightful heir denied her seat.
Did she just say his rightful heir denied her seat? What is she trying to do here? I don't blame her for being on Rhaenyra's side rather than Aemon. I suppose that she, if anyone, knows how Aemon is as a person, but wow, okay. I don't know, is she trying to start something on purpose, or is she just tired and don't want to stop saying anything?
Stefan was a valiant knight. Most
Smallfolk fled?
numbers were few, but we may yet retake.
Oh!
Holt, I think that you have forgotten to fear me.
She just bitch slapped him. I did not see that coming. Him chasing after her, speaking his mind like that, is not how you should treat a regent, even when you think that that's wrong, technically speaking. And I don't believe that he would have treated any other ruler, if they were a man like that. Holy heck, I did not see that coming. I'm not saying he's not technically necessarily wrong. At this point, we don't really know who's right or who's wrong, but she is acting and trying to do something, and as soon as she acts, then they don't like that she acts. And then when she doesn't act, she's not acting enough. So I don't blame her.
It was worth the risk, no matter the outcome.
More good men killed.
The Stefan went willingly.
It was a reckless thought.
Might there not be others among the highborn?
Yeah.
Who will be so foolish as to try? After hearing what befell Sir Stefan.
Well, other Targaryens have tried and failed as well, right? Couldn't it be just been his as a person?
Are listening. They were ready enough to hear.
Oh yeah, because she has made them say stuff like that, right?
We have laid the kindling only. Tonight we will light it.
When it does, Aemond will put it down with force.
That will make it rise the hotter. But it is harder to wage war abroad when you must also keep peace.
I agree. It might not stop the entire war, but it could delay it, at the very least.
This becomes you.
I think she might have a point. I think that Rhaenyra shouldn't strive to be a male ruler or a violent one, as they all seem to wish her to be. I think that it'll be better if she doesn't act that way.
There ain't nothing left.
I've been waiting all day. I'll take anything. Scraps.
Oh my god, and are these sheeps to be yeah, might be for the dragons.
Got enough sheep for your dragons then, but none for us.
There is not food enough in the city.
The more reason Sir Tyler must break the blockade.
In the meantime, the people are hungry.
That's gonna affect him.
Why is this anger directed at us?
So you trap them in?
They still look to you to ensure their well-being. It is the burden of authority. It does occur to me that your grace has yet to name a hand.
Oh yeah, so Kristen isn't necessarily his hand.
Do you take me for a fool?
It's like, I know what you're trying to do here.
On the contrary, my
Have
prince.
little patience for the self-important Lord Laris. But you are, as it happens, correct. Every king needs a hand.
Already calling
Make it your
himself king.
responsibility.
Prince, it is an honor I've never considered for
Well,
myself.
not to serve as hand.
To find him a
Defection.
hand?
Send word to Otto Hightower. My grandsire may be overcautious, but his devotion to his family has never been in doubt.
Ooh, okay, Otter's back in the game. He did that on purpose.
Grace, the king has regained consciousness this morning, if only for a few moments.
You said there was little hope.
He is stronger than I thought.
Oh no, this is... Oh god. He's so angry about it. I can see Aemon choosing Otto as a hand though.
I'll see my brother.
No, don't. No. Well, I'm not surprised if he does anything, but fudge. He has got to know, right, that Aemon did this.
What do you remember?
Don't tell him that you remember him doing this. Pretend like you don't know. Is that the ball from the small council?
You challenged Melees.
That is true. And also true.
I remember.
He's terrified of him. And rightfully so. I'm sure he remembers. It's so weird because I think in a sense he also cares for his brother Aemond. Just not enough, you know?
You're in the most capable hands, Your Grace.
He is worried. He's definitely worried that Aemon's gonna do something.
Seems my brother has a long recovery ahead of it. See that he is made to rest comfortably.
Like, even if he survives, I'm sure he would, like, leave the throne to him or something. I'd be terrified.
Some of us must serve in smaller ways, even if they are not what we would choose for ourselves.
He really does have to motherhead them, the kids.
I want mother.
I know it's difficult, but it...
Oh. maybe he's not ready to see that as like a little kid. Look at the little baby dragon. Oh my god, it's so cute. It is so cute and so small. Oh, how can you not fall in love with something like that?
Prince Reggio has answered your letter. He'll be most pleased to shelter Rhaenyra's youngest son, St. Penton, and their half-sister.
You misled me, my lady.
Hmm?
There is a large dragon in the Vale.
Oh yeah.
Rumour of it began shortly after the war. It is large and formidable, but alas wild.
Dragon is it? She's hopeful that she can get that right, and she wants them to leave so they can't claim it.
I'll
Is
send
that
6
it?
good men to protect you on the crossing.
It's so cold. They're like kind of family in a sense. I guess that doesn't really matter in this world.
You know you're not fooling anyone. Lord Corlys has chosen to raise you up, and yet you still continue this subterfuge.
He's got the grey hair.
You're just like him.
I guess he is. He's proud. That's why he keeps his head shaved all the time, right?
Spend the whole of our lives in the shadow of the Sea Snake's great castle.
And so you belittle your great opportunity, while me, he ignores.
Wait, should he not ignore him?
Nick would sooner have High Tide claimed by the sea than call us his sons.
They're both his sons. Is that it? I thought it was just him. I don't know. Something, it might come. The younger one, or well, the one with long hair might have a point. It's not impossible that he would give it to them, considering everything that's happening.
They say you struck Lord Bartimus today in view of the staff and guard.
Mm-hmm.
And what did he say that was so deserving?
Too much.
I'm tired of being protected. He must see in me a ruler.
My ruler is my mother, and I do not wish it otherwise.
I get her point, but she really needs to walk this with her path.
For a certainty, I cannot remain here, pacing the floors, waiting for defeat and despair to visit me.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
I'm doing all I can.
We will still never match the strength of the Greek. We need Daemon and his dragon.
I get that, but not wrong.
Our gift is sent.
What gift?
Yeah, what? Did I miss something? What gift? Oh, and he's angry because he doesn't know. He's angry he wasn't told. Maybe letting him in will make him less angry at least. Not saying that she needs to listen to everything that he says and things, but just like letting him in the plan. It's an actual gift. It's food. It's got to be food and meat. It's legit a gift for the people. Oh, that's clever. Look at that, fresh veggies and fruit. There are more coming, aren't there? Oh, that is smart. There truly is several ways to win a war. Oh, this is gonna make Aemond furious, isn't it? Unless he can turn this around somehow.
You said it improved.
His Grace sleeps, but he did open his eyes and speak, however briefly. His mending may be long and painful.
And what will he be if he lives? My letters to my father.
There has been no word from Sir Otto as of yet.
Oh. Now that is interesting.
I'm sorry.
If she wasn't lonely before, she is most certainly lonely now. I hope we get to see Helena this episode though. The conversation she had with Aemond was short but interesting.
Sister?
Gwaine. I wish to give you my blessing.
Well, my thanks to the Queen Dowager.
Why is he acting so weird? I mean, he was before as well, but this is different weird.
I wondered if you've heard from father.
I've heard nothing, but neither have I sent any message. If he wrote letters, it would be to you. You were always his favourite.
Strange there has been no word.
Otto Hightower is ever resourceful. He will send news when there is news to send.
I thought he was defending his father now. Now he kind of doesn't seem to like him.
It's right that I was raised at Old Town.
You were 8 years of age and motherless. It must have been difficult.
You get on with it, don't you, when there isn't any choice.
Is it her younger brother then?
My son Daron. What's he like?
She doesn't even know. Oh, that's heartbreaking as well. He's 16! What kind of person is the...
Stalwart, clever. As adept with his lute as he is with his sword.
He seems happy to hear that.
Kind.
She got 2 kind children. He's kind. That is what she wanted to hear.
Kindness is a quality I found lacking in his brothers.
As it seems the Red Keep may in fact be a less than salubrious environment for the forming of young men.
Yeah, truly nailed it.
Was it their mother?
Maybe a little both. I think she did her best, but that wasn't the right way to go. She definitely isn't the mother of the year.
I must join Sir Kristen.
Oh, he really doesn't want to.
Good luck, sister.
I don't blame him. I'm glad that she found out about her younger star. It's like her brother knew what she was asking when she was asking how he is as a person when he said that he was kind. Because I don't know, I feel like that's not something that they would say right away normally in this world. That is. I do think, however, that kindness is very important always, but really, I like Alicent as a character. However, she can be very annoying and she's made mistake on mistake, but I don't know, the fact that she's realizing a lot, it's, you know, so some growth. A bit late, but you know.
This one stopped singing.
This one stopped singing.
I thought we might light a candle for Aegon and all our lost souls.
Has she decided she's lost Aegon now? Is that why it stopped singing? I mean, Helena has got to have gotten like the gift of like the dream seeing in the future kind of gift that some Targaryens has, right? The way she said that and then right after her mum said that, that's wild. Does that mean she's given up on Aegon?
You, where'd you get that food? Rhaenyra's ships. Ships? They came ashore in the middle of the night with gifts from the Queen. She thinks of us even now.
Oh, this is so smart. This is so smart. Look at them all running. And all of their reaction being, no, she still thinks of us. She still cares for us. You have to get something for your daughter. Oh no, I don't like how people are fighting for the food though. They might also have had a daughter, you know? Oh gosh, this is so stressful.
Your Graces, we must leave. Now.
Oh god. Oh god, it's gonna be right. Oh no, wait, but I don't want anything to happen to them, especially not Helena. Helena's like the most innocent person in the entirety of this. She hasn't done anything wrong. Oh no, please, please don't do anything to Helena, especially. Not Alicent either, preferably, but... Okay, throwing rotten vegetables is like the only thing I can almost accept.
Get off!
No! 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 Oh, that's not good.
Sheathe your swords!
This just, oh god, that's gonna make it so much. Run! No. I don't want any of them to be harmed. Especially not Helena. Oh no. They're like up against the wall. Oh no. I can understand the people being angry, but don't be angry at them. They have no power. Especially not anymore. No, gosh, this is so bad. Oh no, look. Gosh, okay, I mean, shouldn't be surprised that it turned to this, but I hope they're okay. I hope they weren't harmed. More than like rotten vegetables kind of harmed. Oh god. Oh god. This is like not a safe place. Oh, she was cut. She okay? I get the people, I do. And I mean, how are they supposed to know? But at this point in time, Alicent hasn't done anything apart from not being the best mother in the entire world. And then Helena's literally innocent.
No more. The king will be most eager for his draft in an hour.
God, what is he gonna do with the... Oh no, is he gonna do something for... Did he take what Aemon said as that he's allowed to do that, or...
But I'm afraid you will never be whole.
So? That doesn't matter.
Your mind is all that remains to you.
Yeah.
Do not say that, Glad.
His story might be different than yours, though.
My lungs were strong, but my foot so twisted that my father named it sorcery.
That cannot have been easy.
People will pity you. They're behind your back in your presence, and they will stare.
But that doesn't mean it's worth dying, even if you might potentially feel that way. I mean, I do feel bad for him because he's probably been treated extremely bad, but it's like he's convincing him that it's better that you die because you only got your mind. He has to admit, you can't make that choice for him.
Your brother rules in your place now, which means that your life is in danger.
That is true.
But I think you know that.
Just let him live. Come on. I don't think he cares for the crown. Especially not at this point. But when he says help me, I don't think... Oh gosh, I'm so scared. He could do... This could go either way. This could go either way. Oh, he's seeing stuff again. Oh, this is Viserys and Emma, right? It's got to be.
David, she's gone.
He's seeing so many things connected to his brothers and what his brother thought of him as well. Is it him regretting the way he treated his brother and the way he was treated in return?
You needed me. I'm here now. I'm here now.
It kind of feels that way, right?
Oh, Grace.
Oh god. He keeps being found by him.
Lord Grover is dead.
The old man.
Young
That's the
Oscar
one.
Tully is now Lord Paramount.
Oh no, the poor kid. Oh, he was seen. We saw him earlier, right?
River Run's maesters have been at their wits' end. Our own healer, Alice Rivers, volunteered her renowned skills.
I see. Did she have something to do with this? Doesn't seem too happy about that. Or I don't know if it's just a dream from earlier. It's hard not to feel bad for him. Oh, that's sea smoke, right? What if one of the sons claims sea smoke? It's like it knows, right? It comes back here to find someone else. Like, it's almost like Sea Smoke felt angry for someone like that trying, right? And the way he's chasing him, it's almost like Sea Smoke picked him. That's how it feels, although I get why he's terrified running. Can't blame him. Oh god. Oh god, he's gonna come up from here, isn't he? Oh, there we go. Oh my god, the landing. He's like, now you stay. I chose you. Oh, that's kind of cool though. I wonder what that's gonna turn into, because that's what he wants, right? I just wonder, this could turn so many ways, because they're not exactly happy with the dad. Are they gonna find out?
It is as we hoped, a warning to the usurpers that you have strength beyond what they accredited. I thought you'd be pleased.
She's got to be, right?
My own son questions my capabilities.
Yes, he does.
He thinks I need Damon at my side.
I don't think it's that you need Damon, but his dragon.
Has ever done what suits Damon.
Isn't that more like it?
He was everything I wanted to be. Carefree, dangerous. A man. And I was what he wanted. Cherished by my father and made my father's heir.
Gosh, that's so true. Maybe their love for each other was more born out of
He wished
jealousy.
to possess me, but not to be possessed. I fear what he may now do. I fear he may have turned against me.
It is more his way to disappear.
In either case, I've lost him.
You have.
It's not enough. And even if we somehow prevail, how will I rule a kingdom when my own son doubts me?
You have me.
There are people who don't doubt you as well.
You have my thanks. Truly.
It was my father.
The scar, right?
He was still a child, had his pleasure with me, evident that his seed had taken root.
Oh gosh.
There is a scar here as well. I cannot bear children. He left me for dead, but I lived. What to myself, I would never trust another. That oath has stood me well. There are few in it who are steadfast. You, I think, are steadfast. You have seen me as worthy, as an equal. Because of that, I will serve you. I believe you are meant to be queen.
Given to. This is a very long hug. Oh my god! Am I making things up here? Oh my goodness gracious, holy heck! Oh my god, let's go! I just really hope this is genuine and no one is using the other, as much love in this freaking series is, but heck yes! I have to admit I did not see that coming, but ooh. Oh my god, that was close.
The Dragon Sea Smoke has been sighted flying over Spicetown.
Oh my god, my heart almost leaped out of my chest.
He has a rider.
Who?
Impossible to tell from the ground.
The Greens?
I don't know who else it could be.
Oh god. There's so much happening. I just hope that this is genuine, because you like with Miss Sari, I love her as a character, but she does what is the best for her. And I don't blame her for it, but oh, she's leaving to see for herself. Oh my god, there's so much happening at the end of this episode. My brain is imploding. Oh my god. I want to scream. What an end of this episode, holy heck. Oh gosh, there was some intense scenes in this one. I am so excited to see what's gonna happen. I wanted to scream. I'm so excited for Misari and Rhaenyra. I feel like they'd be a good fit, you know? The only concern that I have is that even though I love Mysaria and I think that Rhaenyra is, you know, smart to trust her and have her as counsel, you also have to take into account that whether true or not, and I believe it is probably a true story that she told at the end, there's more than just the story itself that there was truth to. Mysaria do not trust anyone else. She does what is best for herself and others like her. Now, I do think that she believes that Rhaenyra would be a good queen, but the thing that happened between them, although technically speaking, Rhaenyra is the one who took the initiative, I'm a little bit scared that Mysaria is going to use that against her. Maybe she won't. Maybe it will be in like need be. Maybe she's genuine. I seriously could not tell, but I'm excited nonetheless. I feel like they would be a good fit. I'm not 100% sure because I feel like in this show you literally cannot trust anyone. But I am so excited. And also, the sea snakes freaking sons, one of them becoming, I'm assuming, becoming the rider, Sea Smoke. That is gonna be interesting because it's the one of the two sons, I'm assuming, whom wanted it. He wanted to become a part of their family and also kind of claim what's in a sense rightfully theirs, even though I'm assuming they're also bastard sons, whilst the other one didn't want that. And I'm wondering if the claim of a dragon is going to make him just accept what he's got and be on their side, or if he can use that to turn against their father for never accepting them as their sons and never giving them what they truly deserve. Like, that could go either way. I think it's pretty exciting nonetheless. I don't know what to take of the conversation between Aegon and Lord Varys. I felt bad for him. And the story that he told, I believe he's probably had a really tough life. But it almost felt like he was convincing Aegon that it was better to die and let Aemon rule than live his life like he did. And you can see that Aegon is really scared. He's scared of dying and he's scared of his brother. I think he would rather live and just not have the throne if that was a choice, but I don't think that Aemon would ever allow that to happen. And I think Aegon knows that. I'm wondering, because he said help me, and I'm wondering how Lord Varys is gonna take that, because he could take that as like, oh, you don't want this kind of life? Okay, well, I guess I will go ahead and kill you then, to save you, to spare you. That was his last wish, you know. It could go that way as well, or it could be that he actually helps him because he feels bad for him, because he can understand somewhat what he is going through and probably will go through. So that could just turn into him helping him as well, like actually escape. I really don't know. And the scene with Helena and Alicent was so stressful. I hope none of them was seriously harmed. I don't know, I feel a lot for Alicent, and I know a lot of people seem to truly hate her. And I'm not saying she hasn't made really poor choices, because she has, and there are things that she's done that I'm like, no, why? Why? And she's definitely not the mother of the year, but I also think that she's grown a lot. She has, even though it's very much too late, she has, from what I think it seems, realized that she has made those mistakes and she has not been a great mother, and that it is at least partially because of her that her sons are the way they are. And I'd feel bad losing her now. I don't want to lose her. I think she's a very interesting character, and I think that she has a lot to give still. And Helena hasn't done anything wrong. She's literally like the least to blame character in this whole freaking series. I understand that the people wouldn't really know. None of them obviously knows the royalty, and even though it's pretty evident that the men are the ones that hold the power, it wouldn't surprise me if they thought that maybe they had some authority, or just attack them to get to the men. Like, it makes some sense. But I still feel bad because they hadn't done anything, and especially not Helena, and I really hope they're both okay. That was a very tense scene. I feel like so much happened here. The food shipments, brilliant idea. I think that's really gonna give them a lot. Oh gosh, I can't wait to watch the next episode. This is getting so interesting. Oh, it feels like next episode is gonna contain the fate of Aegon, like truly what's gonna become of him. And also the fact that we have a new dragon, with a new dragon rider. That is probably gonna be a huge part of it. I wonder if Rhaenyra can go there and like welcome him with open arms, if that's gonna work, or if that's gonna make things work. You never know. You never know. I feel like this show has, and like Game of Thrones as well, when you think that something is gonna happen, something completely different happens. But what I do know that I'm excited to watch the next one. Thank you so much for watching this episode with me. I look forward to watching the next one with you as well. If you enjoyed it, I would love if you gave this video a thumbs up. Of course, comment down below your thoughts and feelings watching this the first time, the 58th time. I don't know how many times you've had to watch this since it was released, or when you watched it with me. Maybe I missed some details, maybe you have some cool facts. I would love to know them down below. You know, maybe you just want to come and say hi. I would love to say hi to you as well. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure to subscribe for upcoming videos. I've been enjoying this season a lot so far. I cannot wait to watch more of it. So thank you so much for being here, and I hope that you're gonna have an amazing rest of your day, night, morning, midnight snack, breakfast, whichever time it is for you when you're watching this, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!